The most sophisticated object that survives from the ancient world sat in a museum drawer for 50 years, labeled as a lump of corroded bronze. 10 things, every one of them sourced. In 1900, sponge divers sheltering from a storm off the island of Antikythera found a Roman-era wreck. Among the bronze statues came up a shoebox-sized lump that nobody could read. So it was catalogued and forgotten. For roughly 50 years, it sat in the National Archaeological Museum in Athens as corroded bronze. The statues were the find. This was debris. Then one man refused to let it go. In 1951, Derek de Solla Price, a historian of scientific instruments, concluded it was an astronomical calculator and that it was genuinely ancient. It is full of gears. At least 30 bronze gear wheels survive inside it, cut by hand, with teeth about a millimeter long. Nothing else from the ancient world looks remotely like it. It predicted eclipses. The back dial is a spiral of 223 months, the Babylonian Saros cycle. A small glyph in a month means an eclipse is coming, and it tells you which kind. It knew the moon speeds up. The moon does not move at a constant rate, and the mechanism reproduces that with a pin riding in a slot between two gears, a varying speed built in bronze. And it showed the planets. The front was a model of the cosmos, the sun, the moon, and the 5 planets you can see with the naked eye, each turning on its own ring. It also tracked the Olympics. A separate small dial counts a 4-year cycle and names the games. The same box that predicted eclipses told you when the next Olympics were. We only read it with X-rays. The fragments are fused solid, so in 2005 a custom-built X-ray tomography rig was shipped to Athens to look through the corrosion and count the teeth one by one. And then the trail goes cold. Nothing of comparable geared complexity survives anywhere until the astronomical clocks of medieval Europe, 1,000 years later. A whole engineering tradition leaves no other trace. Now, put it in proportion. It came up in 1900. It was 1951 before anyone argued it was a calculator, and 2006 before we could read the gears. The object was never the problem. So what else is in a drawer? It was catalogued correctly, it was just never read. Every fact on screen with its source follow for things worth knowing.